In this video, it's snare drum microphones, the Audix i5 versus the Shure SM57. Coming up. One of the most important parts of getting a good snare drum sound is the microphone. Once you have a good snare drum sound from the drum, you need to be able to capture it with a good mic. The snare drum I'm using for this comparison is a Pearl brass free floater snare. The microphone is about 1.5 inches from the head of the drum, and the head of the microphone is almost in line with the rim. The 57 picks up a lot of high and high mids. That's good for some snare drums, but I'm not totally sold on it for my Piccolo. The i5, on the other hand, has a boost in the mid-range, which is great for some snare drums. So far I'm liking it on the Pearl free floater, and I'm also liking it on the Ludwig Superphonic. For me, I'm very happy with the SM57, but I'm even happier with the i5. I like the EQ that's already built into the mic, and for my style of playing and my drums, it's the one mic I would need if I only had one mic. However, I like having both because there's more options. I was so impressed with the i5 on the Pearl free floater that I had to try it on the Ludwig Superphonic. And it actually inspired me to play a little differently. I focused a little bit more on my inner beats and some of those snare drum taps that line up with the kick drum to just make a thicker support for the kick drum, a thicker groove overall. It just sounded great. And I think this happens when you start to hear things in a different way. Maybe I heard things through the headphones that I just didn't hear before with the SM57. Maybe I heard a clarity that inspired me to play differently and maybe a little bit stronger in some ways. For more sounds without EQ and with EQ, you can go to rhythmnotes.net to find the article on this particular snare drum microphone showdown. You can also click the link in the description below. It'll take you right to the article. It also includes some of my analysis and final thoughts on these microphones. Like I said before, the 57 is a great microphone. The i5 is equally as great. It depends on the player, it depends on the drum, it might even just depend on the song or what you're trying to go for in terms of capturing a snare drum sound. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to not miss any future episodes. If you like this video, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Hello. No, we're out of whiskey.